Hello, hello! Welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. I am thrilled to be back after a weekend away. I hope you all solved some great crosswords this weekend. Dee, great to see you with your unbroken streak of first comment of the day. Good morning to you. Amy's here. Felix is here. I see a lot of familiar usernames joining in TikTok chat and some unfamiliar ones too. So welcome to you all. I am excited about today's puzzle. We're going to be solving an LA Times crossword from Arkadium.com. We got Crazy K here and Larry welcoming me back. Thank you. And I think Amy's already digging into the puzzle, so maybe we should get started. The LA Times, remember, do not have titles, so we won't get a hint at the theme today, but there will be a theme, so we'll just have to solve and find out as we go. D says Felix has been beating me to the punch. Oh no, did Felix swoop in with first comment of the day the last couple days? A little friendly competition is all right with me. Rock and Rhonda here saying good morning, and 3 guesses now for one across. So let's check it out. Cold nuggets. Several people saying ice, which I think. Oops, I should move my mouse. I think makes sense. It's funny. I would have never thought to call ice nuggets, but I guess now that I see it, it does sort of count. I guess a nugget is like a hunk of anything. I normally think of nuggets for chicken or maybe gold. Felix was damn right I did. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I see how it is now. D versus Felix, who's getting the first comment? Well, D got it today. One down, we have significance. 6 letters, starting with an I if ice is correct. So not immediately sure what this is. Makes me wonder if ice. Teresa's saying or for one across. Let's see, cold nuggets. Or I could see finding or in nuggets, but I don't know why it would be cold is the problem. I see Amy, Felix, and D all saying import for significance. I like that a lot. It's interesting. Yeah, if I had to write a clue for import, I would think about, importing and exporting goods. This use of the word import is an interesting way to clue it. Not my first instinct. Ria is here and sending me a nice heart. Thanks. Yeah, import is good. Scav likes it. All right, I think maybe we're cruising then. 2 down is less windy. Less windy. How did the Saturday Stumper go this weekend? I think this was the first Stumper I missed since we started doing them on the channel. Did you all triumph? All right, Felix. Oh, Lucky is here saying hey, and Lucinda and Blake are back. Sweet. Everyone's saying calmer. James Hendry. Good. That looks good. Yeah. Calm can be used as opposed to windy when we're talking weather. Yeah. Scav and Ria like it. Amy Gal says Stumper wasn't too tough this week. All right. Felix says it was a really good puzzle. Rhonda says it was good, but we missed your smiling face. That's very nice, Rhonda. I missed you guys too. I'm so used to hanging out so regularly that, like, even a couple days away, I feel like I'm without all my friends. 3 down, Paige known as the First Lady of British Musical Theatre. First Lady of British Musical Theatre. I gotta say, I don't think I know this person. Pierce is saying Eileen, which does fit, although Amy is saying Elaine. Blake says the Sunday puzzle was really good too. Awesome, I'm glad to hear that. MT says Elaine. So which one is it? Elaine or Eileen? They both fit. Does anyone know this person, or are we just guessing names that start with E and have 6 letters? MT seems confident in Elaine. Elaine Page. Scav says I don't know. That makes me feel better about not knowing. D doesn't know. Only musical theater person I know, definitely Elaine. Okay, Amy Gell definitely knows Elaine. Elaine Page. What is she known for? I mean, obviously British musical theater, but anything in particular? Warthog is noting that Elaine looks better with the crosses. So yeah, Larry as well. Cool. Let's check 13 across. Now that we have some letters in place. Some Argentine Reds. Aha. Reds. We are likely talking wine here. Felix says, I didn't even know British musical theater had a first lady. Yeah, true. First lady of British musical theater. Does that mean, like, is she still working, or was she, did she start British musical theater? What does that mean? Todd Lyman says cats. Well, Cats is a big deal as far as musicals go. Lucky, Blake, D, and Ria are all saying Malbecs, which I like a lot for some Argentine reds. Yeah, red wines, Malbecs fits with our MAL. Very smooth start so far today. Shania's back saying Malbecs. And Alias Franks, hello to you. Shania, you must be psyched at the new Taylor Swift album. I know you're a Swiftie. Are you listening? All right, 17 across, likely our first themer of the day because it's long. First themer tends to live at 17 across. Said skipping school isn't a big deal, say. Said skipping school isn't a big deal, say. Blake says theme today or no. There will be a theme, and I think we're working on our first themer right now. There's no title for today's puzzle, but I'm guessing that this is a themer. So Scav is saying played it off. Said skipping school isn't a big deal. Played it off. Rock and Rondis is playing hooky, which makes sense because playing hooky is skipping school. Played hooky. What is this? Wait. Hey, Jilly, how you doing? Played hooky or playing hooky. The One Piece is real is saying playing hooky. I think it's true. Played works a little better because the tenses of the clue and the answer tend to match up. More than 10, they do match up. So said is the past tense, so it should be the past tense played. Played hooky. It does fit when spelled like this. So playing hooky is skipping school. I'm trying to understand. Said skipping school isn't a big deal, say. Played hooky. This is probably right because it fits and it's about skipping school. There's something a little off about this clue to me, and it has a question mark, which I'm also... Is anyone a little... And I'm guessing it's not a coincidence, right? This is probably a themer. There's something... There's always some trickery afoot. But maybe, yeah, okay, people are asking for 14 down, so... Data units, good. Amy Gal likes played it off better. Played it off. All right, so we'll check those crosses ASAP. Yeah, Felix, Scav, Blake, D, Kitty Cat, Warthog, everyone's saying bites. Alias, and AJ is back on YouTube. Hello to you. Yeah, bytes looks good. Data units, I mean, gigabytes, kilobytes. I think that's probably right. We never even saw 23 across. Let's make sure this makes sense. Philosopher Rene Descartes, that's for sure correct. The Outcast Knight is back saying bytes. Okay, good. So Rene Descartes checks out. 20 across has to be omits at this point, fails to mention. You omit something. And we'll check 4 down now. Some drones. Barbara McDowell is here on Facebook saying bytes as well. And D Seb has given me some gifts. So no one has any thoughts on the T Swift album. Shania, you're ignoring me. I haven't listened to it yet. Felix giving me an emoji answer, which I always appreciate. Yeah, bees looks good for some drones. Yeah, Amy and Jilly coming in with the B. And D Sev. Do we have 2 different Ds in chat? I think we do. Uh-oh, Lucky doesn't like the new album. I was afraid you'd say that. I've heard kind of mixed reviews. Yeah, Amy Gal, not a big fan. Shania is getting defensive now. Felix says it's the 12th Taylor Swift album in a row I won't be listening to. It's pretty funny. Medical condition with repetitive behavior. Medical is abbreviated. I'm assuming that's what it stands for. Obi is on YouTube saying OCD. I think that's right. Obsessive compulsive disorder has repetitive behavior. 1 letter left in this little corner section here. Fireproof with a question mark. I like this clue. T says it's OCD Awareness Month, too. I did not know that. AJ's on YouTube saying TikTok is full of Taylor Swift haters. So true. All right, Efon is here saying ash. It's a cute clue, right? Fireproof. It's not fireproof. It's like proof that there was a fire. That's the joke. Ash. When you see ash, there must have been a fire at some point. It's proof of it. And then a fluffy accessory was a boa. Okay. By the way, played hooky so far is checking out nicely, so I think we did have it correct. I think I'm gonna wait for one more themer before I really try to dig in and understand what's going on here. Yeah, Scav says, yeah, that clue is weird though. I was feeling the same way. There's just something a little strange about this clue. Shania says, I'm a Taylor Swift stan forever. You're not alone, Shania. And even T Swift is allowed to have a so-so showing from time to time. She'll be back. Like half the numbers on a 21 across. Okay, well, we might as well look at 21 across. We are in the neighborhood. GameCube. GameCube. Good. Yeah, Larry has given me both. So GameCube is a die. Another nice clue. Not the video game console, but a literal cube that you use while playing board games. And then half the numbers on a die are, of course, odd. So this is all looking sweet. Allison is here getting odd. Shania got them both. Barbara. All right. 7 down we go. Sarge's superior. Okay. Sarge is short for sergeant. So who is higher ranking than a sergeant? And it's probably a slang or informal way of saying it because Sarge is shortened, nor sergeant is the full appropriate name for that position. I wonder if I'm getting some autocorrects. Yeah, I think Felix and Eflon are onto this one. Amy also says, I don't know military hierarchy. That's fair. Rhonda's giving me the shrug too. But Shania and others are saying Louis. Yeah, I guess I'm not exactly sure how I would spell this. Maybe like this. It's a little strange looking, but I have heard something like this. A Louis for a lieutenant is the idea. We'll check the crosses, but I think something in this vein is going to be correct. AJ's voting for it on YouTube as well. It's not bus type. It's probably business type is what I'm guessing this stands for, a type of business. Blake is voting Louis as well with the same spelling. Kiera, hello to you. Ooh, okay. We've 2 guesses, but yeah, vast majority. Actually, not vast anymore. Gil and Larry. Some people are saying LLC, and some people are saying LTD. I think these both do kind of work. LLC, business type, limited liability company. I think we're going to need some downs for this. It happens. Luka Doncic for 1. Uh-oh. This is reminding me of Elaine Page, another person I do not know in our crossword puzzle. I hope somebody knows who Luka Doncic is. Jenny Jilly, hello to you. Okay. The One Piece is real. Felix, D, Larry, and Team Matzo are all telling me Laker. Ray says it's an NBA player. Okay. NBA Jason Fritz is here saying Laker. Rhonda's like, oh, basketball. Yeah, okay, Laker does fit nicely. LA Lakers basketball team. That also works with LLC. So I'm happy it at least started with an L or a T. And we're back in shape. 15 across. Lock insert. Lock insert. I should go back and solve this Saturday Stumper on my own. I used to solve the Saturday Stumpers on my own, and then when I started doing them on stream, I was doing them all with you guys rather than on my own. But now, since I missed one, I should see how well I do, how far I can get without all you guys. Probably not very far is my guess, but I'm curious. Barbara McDowell on Facebook is saying or, which I like. Yeah, an or lock. Not a very easy clue, but I think like on a canoe, if you have an oar, there's an oar lock, which you slide the oar into. So I think that works. And cry is a word that does mean weep. So everything is looking peachy. Let's check 24 across. Another themer, most likely. Another question mark. Australian-themed amusement park. Australian-themed amusement park. Wes just shared the live. Thanks for that. If anyone else has family or friends who are into crosswords, bring them here. Okay, D7 is saying underground. Yeah, underworld. Rhonda's saying under something. Under looks right. Oh, I see. Underworld. Why am I so confused? Is anyone else confused? Everyone's saying underworld, but why is that an answer to this? Australian-themed amusement park. D-Seb says, don't listen to me. Team Monster says, I like Underworld. I missed the theme. Hey, we do not know what the theme is yet. We only have one themer so far. Played hooky. Said, skipping school isn't a big deal, say. Joe is saying Underlands. I mean, I like Underworld because it's a word. Like, Underworld is a real thing. Like, played hooky is a real thing, whereas Underland isn't a thing. So instead of Disney World, it's Underworld. Because Down Under, the Outcast Knight is saying because of Down Under. That's true. Yeah, you call Australia Down Under. Maybe that's the Australian angle, but something is still... I think the fact that we're getting all these question marks, there's going to be an explainer somewhere, maybe either in the middle here or at the very end, 54 across. Give me some explainer answer, because somehow these clues are just a little bit off, you know? And I think it's intentional. I'm very curious. Yeah, AJ saying Disney World Down Under, so it's Underworld. All right. When in doubt, keep solving. 10 across. Rhonda's like, the theme clues are weird. Yeah, they're giving me pause as well, Rhonda. Last 4 digits ID. Ginger and Rhonda and Matzo and Felix and D are all saying SSN, Social Security number. TK is here. Oh, Joe's saying PIN, which is a good guess as well. Black Tulip agrees. I feel like the last 4 digits, PIN is often 4 digits, but the last 4 digits, that's usually talking about your Social Security number. So I'm pretty happy with this one. The One Piece is saying they have an amusement park named Dream World, and then Down Under is combined. So in Australia, there is a theme park called Dream World. Banshee is here saying good morning. Hello to you. GPS prediction that accounts for traffic. Nice. AJ on YouTube. Larry, Black Tulip, all saying ETA. Joe got that one as well. Estimated time of arrival. Looks good. Let's do one more of these short acrosses. Iran neighbor, abbreviation. Okay. Who knows their geography? Iran neighbor. F1 says there are several parks with world in Australia. Somehow, I just don't even think it needs to be a real park. There's a question mark, right? There's some punnery going on. TK Lucky Black all giving me UAE. Jimmy McKeon also likes it. And Jonathan spelling it out for me. United Arab Emirates. Looks good. David Adams says not enough info. Yeah, fair enough. Iran probably has multiple neighbors. And Scav is pointing out that these downs look a little strange. Angie's back on YouTube. Hello, Angie. It's been a minute. Happy to see you. Not together. Yeah, these downs look all sorts of wrong, don't they? We probably have an error. And if I were to bet, I would bet it's at 19 across. Just because Social Security number seemed definitely right. GPS prediction, ETA. Ooh, okay, but I'm getting answers for this. Jessica Blake, Laura Jody. Okay, everyone is telling me separate. Yeah, that works nicely. Not together, separate. Straightforward enough. Separate. And then we gotta take UAE out. I thought it was a solid guess. Pakistan. Yes. Jason D getting that one. Okay, that looks promising. And honestly, all these downs look more reasonable. I'm curious about this K. Let's check it. With nothing to hide. Huh. Okay. I think it's working out. I think we're back in action. Warthog saying nakedly. Yeah, with nothing to hide. Just out in the open. David Adams got that. Kitty Cat. Angie on YouTube got that. All right, great. 11 down, like a clear night. Like a clear night. Pheasant got nakedly, nice. TK saying the nakedly gun. I didn't see the Naked Gun remake. I heard it was amusing. Barbara on Facebook getting nakedly. Yeah, a lot of people saying starless, but I have two problems with this. One, it doesn't fit. That's the most important problem. The other one is I would think clear nights are the opposite of starless, right? Clear nights have a lot of stars. Cloudy nights are starless, maybe. Starlit, I like that a lot more. Yeah. Amy Gal giving me beautiful star emojis. And Ria has suns in their username. Starlit, yeah, that looks great. Mother in a stable family. Nice. Ron Findley is on YouTube saying starlit. Hello to you. And Ginging. Yeah, this one is punny. It's good. Jimmy and Shania and Rhea and Lucky are telling me mare. Mother in a stable family. Stable as in horse stable. A mare is a mother horse, I guess. Yeah, mare is a female horse, hence the stable. I like that. Okay. The Mo of Motown. Ah, and we already have Mo here in our answer. I never really thought about this. What does the Mo stand for in Motown? I guess you all have thought about this. Scav and David Adams and TK, Jessica, son of Canadian, and Thug Shaker, all saying Motor, Clark. Motor City, Detroit, Jessica saying. Nice, yeah, that makes sense. Raina got it. Did everyone know this? That the Mo in Motown is Motor? Makes a lot of sense. I like it. Cool, Lucinda's got a Mitch Mitch. Nice. Men in Tights just followed us. First of all, hilarious username. And second of all, thank you for following us. If anyone else is watching and doesn't follow us, do consider it. We stream every day, noon Eastern time, and it's always fun. And if you follow us, it's the best way to keep in touch. Banshee just followed us. Thank you. Online and Pluto Pup followed us. You guys are the best. E-Tail. Barbara on Facebook has given me E-Tail. Felix says, I work in E-Tail and no one calls it E-Tail. Yeah, that's it's kind of a classic crossword word. It's one of these things that shows up in puzzles more often than it shows up in real life. I mean, I get it. It's a play on retail, but it's electronic, like email. We do say email. So it's like that. Let's go back to 27 across. Vedart, how you doing? Welcome back. Blank table. Blank table. Julia says it sounds very 2012. I agree with that. It's kind of like anything that starts with the prefix cyber. We all thought we were going to be talking about cyberspace all the time, but now or cyber cafes, but nobody says cyber anything anymore. It's hard to predict what's gonna stick. Okay. Kitty Cat, Warthog, Ria, Son of Canadian. A lot of people saying trestle. Timothy says the World Wide Web. Yeah, at least there's a relic of that phrase in www. Like, we do see www all over the place, but yeah, people don't really call it the web or the net or surfing. Trestle table. Wow. How are we feeling about this? When I think of a trestle, I picture like trains going over a canyon, and the trestle is kind of the lattice work of the wood underneath. But a trestle table, is that like a table with that? Lunch already says information superhighway. That's a great one. Yeah. That was like that's so OG internet. David Adams says that trestle is the structure. Rhonda also thinks of the bridge. All right. Yeah, Angie's shrugging at me. That's how I feel too. Other AJ is back on YouTube. We got two AJs on YouTube. Not on the rocks. Kim Williams and Mitch and Clark and Amy and Efon and Barbara are all telling me neat. I like this. On the rocks means with ice if you order a cocktail. Neat means no ice. So that's looking great. Shania says it's like a dining table, modern farmhouse style. I can picture it. I can picture that trestle pattern on a table, on a wooden table. Just I don't think I've heard the phrase trestle table before. Hard clue. Very hard clue. Stomach woe. Angie takes her scotch neat. Jay Crumb and Dax and Kitty Cat and Vedart are all telling me ulcer. And Pisces Rob is here saying hello and happy Tuesday. Glad to have you back. Ging Ging is also saying ulcer. Stomach woe for sure. Looking good. Check 30 across. Berry touted as a superfood. Ron Findley on YouTube also got that, as well as Angie. Berry touted as a superfood. I definitely know this one. This is Crossword's favorite berry for sure. 3 vowels, you can't get better than that for a crossword. Yeah, Raina and Banshee and Mitch and Smoke are saying acai, Bill Henderson. Yeah, acai. 3 syllables in 4 letters. Ooh, and Felix is giving me all the little flourishes on that word. Timothy, same fact. Great minds think alike. Big cat handlers. Ooh, Hula was very quick on this one. Nice. Kim Williams. I like what I'm seeing. Trips. Shania all saying tamers. We're talking like a lion tamer, I guess. Sky monkey. Okay, good. We all agree on tamers. I like that. Let's check 33 across. AJ saying Tarzan. Tarzan has probably handled some big cats in his life, but I think tamers fits a little bit better. Jilly likes it. Trip says, I'm a half hour late, but glad to make it. Well, I'm glad you're here. And honestly, Trips, we haven't really figured out the theme yet. So we could use your help. 33 across, we have unused vacation days, essentially. Unused vacation days, essentially. Alex Yora just followed us. Thank you, Alex. Okay. And another question mark. Lucky Team Matza. Everyone's saying the same thing. Jessica and Felix, Kitty Cat, Blake. Everyone's saying time to spare. Time to spare. It fits. Unused vacation days, essentially. I guess it's time to spare. They all have this similar kind of off quality to them. And why the question marks? This one in particular is a little strange. Australian themed amusement park is Underworld. Like, this is just not, this is off somehow. I think I just got it. I think I understand. There is a theme happening. There is something to notice here. I just figured it out. And it was studying this one in particular that gave it to me. Yes, Felix. Same exact idea. We can dwell on it for one more second if anyone else wants to. Yeah, Scav. Right. It's that Underworld is just not. It didn't make sense with this clue. Australia's down under. Yeah, Lucky's getting a ging gang. Awesome. We're supposed to be adding down to these phrases. This is what's happening. I don't know why. There might still be a revealer, but Australia is down under, so Down Under World might be a name for an Australian themed amusement park. And what this really is if you say skipping school isn't a big deal, you're downplaying hooky. It's downplayed hooky. Yeah, Efon likes it. Yeah, Rhonda says, okay, makes sense. Down is being removed, says Felix. Exactly. Blake says, damn, that's clever. Amy says, nice theme. So down played hooky, and then it's downtime to spare, because when you have vacation days, that's downtime. So they all actually work. I tried to stick down here, and that's what made me realize, oh, it actually works for all of them. Okay, cool. So now we're armed with that knowledge when we get to 45 across. It's actually going to be down something, and that's going to make more sense with these weird clues. Scab is saying, wow, Jessica thinks it's good. Okay. I'm feeling better than I was a couple minutes ago. Rhonda likes it. Crewmate of Sulu and Bones. J. Crumb and Ginging and Lucky are saying Scotty. Nicole says the people who create these are brilliant. I know, you gotta love a crossword constructor, right? Med Editor is also saying Scotty. So I know Sulu, we're talking Star Trek here. I know Sulu, I don't know Bones. I haven't watched much Star Trek. Yeah, beam me up, Scotty. Exactly. Felix has given me the Vulcan hand signal. Barbara and Angie also getting Scotty. Very nice. Okay. Oh, Dr. Bones. Bones was the doctor. Okay. Dr. McCoy, I see. Lucinda and MedEditor are saying, we care. You're important to us. I like that. I would say those are equivalent phrases. Let's check 31 down. Cyclotron particle. I think we've had this very clue before. Only so many ways to clue this three-letter entry. Yeah. Yeah, Banshee and Reyna and Shania and Larry and RC are saying Ion, Sky Monkey, Warthog and Kim Williams and Pheasant. Yeah, cyclotron is like a particle accelerator, and they put these charged particles in there and blast them into each other, so I think Ion looks good. Sunny Vibes 365. What a nice username. Also saying Ion. Laura Lippman genre. Okay. Laura Lippman genre. Sunny Vibes just followed us. Thank you so much. Ooh, Jaluha quick on this one. Banshee and RC. Trips and Blake and Clark all saying noir. Good. That looks promising. And then I think I'm going to want to honor my left to right solving style and go back to 36 across. Sunny Vibe says, you were on my For You page. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear we're showing up on people's scroll. Just so you know, if you are new here, we stream every day at noon Eastern. So hope to see you as a regular. Learn backward and forward. Angie says noir is my favorite genre. It's a good pick. Stefan just followed us. Thank you so much. Shania says, we'll be playing a hurdle earlier than expected because of how fast we're cruising through this. Yeah, we are. It has been a very smooth solve. And I do have hurdle loaded up, so definitely planning to play hurdle. And MedEditor just followed us. Always puts a smile on my face. Christy Martin is saying master. I like that. Learn backward and forward. You master something. You learn it up and down. This TS looks a little weird. Natasha Scott, hello. Sexy Shorty is saying, I never knew how to do this puzzle. A crossword puzzle? Is this your first crossword puzzle? Okay. TS, Romanov supporters. Oh, Warthog was guessing tsunamis, which does work with TS, but it doesn't work with the clue, I think. Yeah, people giving me all sorts of possibilities for TS, but no, now when we see the clue, it has to. Yeah, Scab and Blake, I think, are onto it. And who is that? I just saw a username. Jabba the Hummus. I am glad I scrolled back to read your username because that is also hilarious. I don't know where you guys come up with this. Jabba the Hummus likes Tsarists. Not the easiest word, but we're talking Russian history here. Yeah, Banshee and Pheasant and Larry and Ging all agreeing. AJ as well, Angie as well, and Barbara as well. Okay. I love it when we all agree. Turner memoir. I know this one. I know this one for sure. Ooh, actually, after this, I'm going to look at 45 across. Because now that we know the theme, I wanna try to get 45 with as little information as possible. But I've already shown this clue, so might as well follow through. Team Matzo and who else? Lucky Blake and Banshee all saying I Tina. Yeah, we're talking Tina Turner, singer. Yeah, and her memoir is definitely called I Tina. I know this one. All right, 45 across. It is a themer. Recession indicator with a question mark. And remember, we're supposed to imagine the word down at the beginning to make sense of this. Recession indicator. Okay. So Amy and Scab are onto something. Corn stalks. I don't think I understand that one. Yeah, nice. So everyone's saying downturn. A downturn is really good for a recession, a downturn. But is it down turnstiles or turn signal? I think signal makes more sense because it's an indicator. Yeah, Sunny Vibes, I agree, turn signal. Celeste Fallon Smith likes turn signals. Very good. Yeah, I love when the theme, you actually get the theme and then it actually helps with the next one. So we have downplayed hooky, down under world, downtime to spare, and downturn signal. Very good. Yeah, signal makes more sense, Kitty Cat says. And AJ likes it. We're all happy. All right. Let's check. Oh, is there a... Yeah, no. We're good. Go ahead and check the last one, says Blake. Should I? Oh, it's way... Let's do this section, and then I'll go to the last one. I gotta at least stay on track a little bit. Yeah, and people are actually predicting what 54 across is. I think it's a really good guess. Really good guess. And just, yeah, a quick scan shows me that it fits too. All right, we'll get there. Yeah, Larry, I see you. All right, Carrier renamed in 1997. Okay, Felix and Jessica and Lucky are saying U.S. Air. So is this now, is this American Airlines? Or was it renamed to something else? I mean, American makes sense. Yeah? Floss, welcome back. Both Ryanair and US Air were renamed. Okay. Okay, where are we? Not set in stone at 36 down. Ooh, Rob Addison. And Floss just joined and already bringing valuable contributions. Kim is saying mutable. Sunny Vibes is saying, where do you find these puzzles? I'm glad you asked. All the puzzles we solve here are from Arkadium.com. This is Arkadium's official channel. And so right now we're solving the LA Times crossword, which you can find at Arkadium, but they put out like 12 different puzzles every day, 12 different crosswords alone, ranging from easy, medium, hard to like the hardest crossword in all of crosswords. So you can find it all there. They also put out Hurdle, which we're going to solve as soon as we finish this, which we're going to play as soon as we finish this, and tons of other games as well. So check the link in the bio for Arkadium.com. Locale of the 2018, 2020, and 2022 Olympics. Whoa. Kim Williams and Quiva is back, also saying Asia. And AJ, 3 AJs now. Asia. Wow. Can anyone remember what they specifically were. I'm trying to remember where exactly these three Olympics. We got Adam with cool font saying Asia. Great. And AJ and Barbara also getting that one. Okay, word with school or party. Blake is just solving the rest of the section. Yeah, bus looks great. School bus and party bus. I like it. Juniper said Def thought it was going to be Aria, right? Yeah, you see this and it's like it has to be Aria because that's Crosswords 101. But no, it was not Aria for once. User 67 just followed us. Thanks for that. All right, let's check this down. Just like always, I already saw people guessing it. Ooh, Shania says Pyeongchang, South Korea was one of them. Tokyo was one of them, and Beijing was the other. Sounds familiar. Sunny Vibe says as usual, just like always. I like that. And we'll might as well check the crosses. High trains, L's in Chicago, the public transit is called L's, and they're raised, so that does work. And then not long for this world is a hilarious clue. I kind of wish we saw it, like had to figure it out, but not long for this world. Notice this period. So long is short for longitude. So this one is short for latitude. It's not long, it's lat for this world, you know, like on a globe. Clever stuff. Okay, maybe we do 54 across. Quiva's asking what is the theme today? Well, we're about to see this. Yeah, and it is a revealer. I can't see through you. And what's needed to complete 17, 24, 33, and 45 across. Dysentery Gary says, what is the down? As usual? Yeah, just like always, as usual. Right, Shania, Scav, Team Matza, Lucky, Jessica. Kelsey says, time to play hooky, which is hilarious. Always happy to help people play hooky here at the Daily Crossword Live, and Kelsey just followed us. It is looking like AJ's here. Down in front. Someone called that ages ago. Was it Felix or Larry? Down in front. Very nice. I can't see through you, meaning like sit down. I'm picturing you're at a concert or something and someone is standing up and you can't see through them, you know, so you'd say down in front. But literally we're supposed to be adding the word down to the fronts of these theme answers to make sense of their weird clues. You downplay hooky. Down Underworld is a great name for an Australian amusement park. Downtime to spare and downturn signal. Of course, these are all legitimate phrases in their own right as well. Very nice theme. Very fun. Yeah, downplayed hooky makes sense now, says Scav. Exactly. Oh, Shania, you called it. Sorry. Well, credit to you. Okay. Buckwheat noodle. Yeah, Kim and Blake. Isella's giving me a nice emoji. Soba noodles. Yeah, four-letter noodle is usually soba or udon. Little crossword tip. And blank the tea. Blank the tea. Jabba the Hummus saying, spill the tea. Yeah, I like that. It's like, give me the gossip. Spill the tea. 40 across. Says grace over, say. Says grace over. Nice. Angie getting soba and spill on YouTube. Good stuff. Floss and Rhonda and Shania. Ooh, I'm seeing blesses and blessed. It's probably blesses because of says. Those should agree. So blesses, if you say grace over something, yeah. And Louis Oquindo got that. As did Pheasant and Warthog. Nice. Where to? Maybe we do this. Murmur. Murmur. Yeah, AJ and Dysentery Gary and Ron Findley all know their grace. So three-letter word for murmur. Stella says, which fits, but I don't think you're actually guessing. Gary's asking hurdle. We are doing hurdle. And have it loaded. Okay, Shania and Trip says coo. Oh, and Rhonda says hum. And Carissa likes hum. Coo or hum. Tomoya likes coo, as does Lucky. Yeah, I think to murmur is to coo. Let's check this 48. Starter start. Not an easy clue, but it does make sense. Non-starter is a phrase, so start as in prefix. Non could start the word starter. I think that might be right. 47. Met Gala interview topics. Okay, so Koo is actually looking really good. I'll check 46 as well. Clicked images. Yeah, we're in great shape. Tomoya, Banshee, Kitty Cat, Ging Ging, Kim Williams all saying gowns. Yeah, Amy and Lucky giving me the emojis. Yeah, Met Gala interview topics are the gowns. And then Erica G and Nicole T are saying icons for clicked images. Nice, and Ron Findlay got both of those on YouTube as well. Excellent. All right, little left in this section. Airbnb alternative atop Ed's pile. This period means it's short for likely editor. So an editor's pile. Albert Studio is here. And Lewis, both saying in, which I like. Airbnb alternative, you can say an in instead of an Airbnb. Does anyone have a guess for this one? We can always look at the down, but editor's pile. Merlin. Yeah, I think maybe we look at the down. Not bright. Okay, that makes it clear. That makes it clear. And I think that means that, who was it? Therese was right. Therese was guessing MSS, which I have seen as short for manuscripts. So editors is abbreviated, so manuscripts is as well. Luckily, the down was a gimme, so not bright gave us dim, and everything seems like it checks out down there. Perfect. All right, last corner. Let's make it count, and let's earn that hurdle. eFile.org. Yeah, unlike eTail, eFile is actually a phrase that people use, right? Yeah. Nijat is here on YouTube saying hi. Hello to you. Do you like crossword puzzles? Because that's what we're all about here. Shania, Larry, and Ging Ging saying IRS. Ginger likes it as well. Oh, Gary looking ahead to hurdle about what our first word should be. Not a ton of 5-letter words in this puzzle, actually. I don't even know if e-tail is a valid hurdle word. Once named. Yeah, good. Kim Williams, Larry, Jessica all saying nay. Looking good. Yeah, Tripp says nay, often used for maiden names. Yeah, for some reason, the example I always give is Hillary Clinton nay Rodham. You could say nay means like formerly known as. So you use it to introduce a maiden name. Ooh, ulcer, true. Pizza Pete and Team Monster are saying ulcer for hurdle. That's a very solid opening word. I like it. Having everything one needs. Albert Studio and Kim and Earforms Gaming. It means born, right? Okay, Warthog saying it means born in French, right? So she was born Hillary Rodham. Set. If you have everything you need, you are set. Scoffing sound. Amy Gal wants Hooky to open. Amy Gal's always going for risk. You're a risk taker. I think you were the one who talked me into opening with a Yowza once. Ill-advised stuff. Blake and Jason and Jessica are saying, it does work. Scoffing sound. All right, I can't do it a third time. 59 across. A whistleblower. A lot of clever cluing here, and it's not flashy stuff. It's sort of subtle jokes here and there. You know, even things like GameCube. Oh, and I really like this one, Not Long for This World. And here's another one, a whistleblower. We're not talking Edward Snowden types, we're talking a referee. Dondo got that one, as did Sky Monkey and Warhog and F1 and Banshee. Nice. Yeah, a whistleblower. And Ron Findley. All right. Catch. Catch. This would actually be a really good opening hurdle word. Somehow not as fun as ulcer, but... Ooh, and Tracy on Facebook, welcome to you, is also getting referee. Tracy, I don't know if you're new here, but just to let you know, we stream every single day at noon Eastern. And following us is a great way to keep in touch. We'd love to see you again. Snare, as Gary and Felix and Sky Monkey are saying. Yeah, Rhonda agrees it is a good opener. Tracy got snare as well. Hermosillo's state. I'm assuming... I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure. Hermosillo's state. Rhonda says ulcer is more fun, though. Okay, Sella and MedEditor and Warthog are saying Sonora. Yeah, team... Okay, a lot of people agreeing. Someone with just a cowboy emoji username. Sonora. Team Matzo feels confident. So we're talking... That's a Mexican state, right? It's a state in Mexico. All right. Blank Scotia. That one's a gimme. I don't know what else could go there. Happy with that. And that, let's check the one below it as well. Group of talking heads. Okay, I think we're in great shape, and we're about to get our confetti. Much deserved. Yeah, Nicole T and Kim and D all giving me a Nova Scotia. And Shania and Lucky and Rhonda and Clark all saying a panel. Yeah, a group of talking heads. I'm picturing, like, on a news program, you have the panel. They're often called the talking heads. So, all right, just a couple entries left in this puzzle. Leveled out next to, like, some peanuts and winter roads. I like that clue. And go on to say. Yeah, F1 already given me the drum roll. F1 feels confident that we're going to round this out. Give people a second. Yeah, Erica G. It is looking like leveled out is going to be evened out. And then peanuts and winter roads are both salted for very different reasons. But I like that. And then to go on to say is you add something. Rhonda's also giving me the drum roll. All right, I'm going to put this D in. Hopefully we get the confetti, but do not go anywhere because we're about to play Hurdle right after this. Here we go. Yes. Well done, everybody. Fun crossword as usual. Very, very good stuff. Yeah, down in front was our theme. It took us a while to understand because these clues were just a little bit off. But now that we understand that we're supposed to be sticking down in front of all of them, all the clues suddenly make sense. I love it. Erica G just followed us. Thank you so much. But do not leave. I'm switching my screen right now because it is hurdle time. Hopefully you can all see that. And yeah, so I like this tradition of our opening word in hurdle being something from our puzzle. So I think, oh, front. Yeah, Lucky says front. That is a good one because, ooh, what's happening? Let me try to refresh. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. I apologize. My somehow the page was giving me trouble. I'm gonna put the crossword up for a second and then reload hurdle. Bear with me. Let's see. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm almost there. Yeah, I'm pulling it up again. Um, I don't know what happened, but I think we're getting it. All right. I'm gonna share, and I hope I didn't lose all of you in that mess. Everyone can see Hurdle and Gary. Okay, we're here. Yep, I think Gary and Felix and Kitty Cat are wise in saying snare. I know that Nicole T says, let's tap so that more people can find it. I love that enthusiasm, Nicole. I think that's a great plan. I think snare is wiser than, what was the other one? Ulcer. It just has slightly more common letters. They're both solid, but snare is a very classic opener, so let's try it. Ooh, that was a very successful one. So if you haven't played, oh, can I zoom out? Am I too zoomed in? Oh, I see, to see the, what's going on with my hurdle today? Yeah, how do we get this so that you guys can all see the keyboard? There, you can all see the keyboard now. Oof, sorry for the rocky start. Here we are. If you haven't played this before, we are trying to guess a 5-letter word. We get 6 guesses total. The green means there is an A in the middle position. The S and the R means those letters do exist in the word, but not in these positions. So S is anywhere but the first place. And there's no N and no E. All right, Adam says perfect. Yeah, thanks for bearing with me. I think we're good now. Trips likes roast. Let me see. Roast. It does look very good, doesn't it? Uses the R, uses the S, the A is in the right position. And even if it's wrong, O and T are not bad things to guess. Let's go for it. Oh, sick. Who said roast? That was epic. Wow. I thought, oh, it's a solid guess. We'll get more information. I wasn't really expecting it to just be all greens. Who got that? Well done. Nicole is so impressed. So is Rhonda. Yeah, Felix goes boom. That's exactly how it felt. So. Okay, so now hurdle again. If you don't know, we do this 5 times. Well, really, we do this 4 times, and the last one is special. So we're playing a new board, new word, but the answer to the previous board is automatically our first guess. So we don't get control over that one. And it hit pretty nicely. A, S, and T, all in the word. Larry suggesting tasty. Blake suggesting steel. Jabba the Hummus likes steel. Ooh, or taste. Hold on. So I'm not going to press enter. I just want to see what they look like. Taste does work. And steel works as well. Can't really see a reason to prefer one over the other. Erica G says taste. Larry says, I feel like people are saying taste a little more often, so I'll go with that. Ooh, wow. This might be our best hurdle performance yet. I shouldn't say that. Every time I say that, I jinx it. Okay. Nicole says taste could work with the theme if there is one. There isn't. Hurdle doesn't have themes like that. The words are not guaranteed to be related to each other in any way. Wow, weirdly, lots of words actually work here. Based, waste, haste, and paste. 4 different possibilities. That's. I'm actually a little paranoid. Yeah, I'm paranoid that there might even be more than 4. So what do we think? I'm wondering. We could just guess all 4. But I wonder if we should try to. Oh, cast. Mason, very good point. The C also works. So actually, it is not wise to just be guessing words here that fit ASTE, because we could lose. We could just pick the wrong one. We can guarantee our success, I think, if we use what's called a filler word, which is let's not try to honor ASTE for this third guess and just guess a word that has a bunch of these letters we're throwing out in there, a C and an H, a W, a P, these types of words. Can you think of anything? Yeah, Jabba the Hummus is listing them all out. It's helpful. I think a CH is promising. Chewy, that uses 3 of them. Chewy uses 3 of them. Whips uses 3 of them. Okay. Punch. I guess maybe 3 is the best we're gonna do. It's still gonna be helpful. What do we think? Chewy? Because it could be cast, haste, or waste. So this guesses 3 of them. Are we okay with this? Yeah, Trips likes it. So let's go with this. Wow, the C hit. It was cast. We almost lost that. It was Mason who called out cast. I don't think anyone else was aware of cast. Excellent. You saved us, Mason. So now we know 100% this is right. Mason's like, I was right, let's go. Really, really well done. And Chewy was a smart filler word. Okay, that was fun. I'm feeling good. Feeling real good. Oh, F1 said no, I said cast. All right. Well, everyone gets credit. We are working together after all. Sin just followed us. Thank you. Okay. So we're on board 3 of 5. A and S both hit, so I think we'll get this one. Trip says I started listing all the possible. It's helpful. It's helpful to list them all like that. Jabba the Hummus says we're doing great today. I know, but do not get complacent because we have lost before. Don't let your guard down. Basin. Kitty Cat wants haste. No, it's not going to be haste because we know there's no TE. Basin or basis? What do we think of this? Basin? Basil. Okay. Since there are a lot of B words, maybe we try one of them. Let's see how it does for us. Wow, how'd you get that? That's actually wild. And it can't be basic because we know there's no C. So I think is it basil? Or basis. It could be basil or basis. It could be either. More people are guessing basil. It's a more fun word. So we'll try basil, but we have plenty of guesses to spare. We will definitely be getting this one and making it to our last. Oh no, not our last, our 4th. Okay. But we're really cruising here. Gary's even giving me a little herb emoji. Yeah, Viking likes basil. All right. So all we know here is that the word ends in an L. Barbara McDowell got basil on Facebook. The word ends in an L. We should probably try to hunt for vowels. Yeah, Lydia's saying model. It's a good guess. Sin says novel. Also good. Clout. I'd rather maybe do something that ends in an L so we have a chance. Motel. Okay. Motel, that's convincing me that we should maybe do model. Because even if it's wrong, we might still get the M. Ooh, okay. Could have been better, but we got the E. We ruled out some possibilities. So what do we think of this? Actually, not really sure where to go from here. Oh, drool, dwell, and dowel. No. Those all have D's, F1. And it's not novel, Nicole is pointing out, because of the O. Ooh, so what is this? Blake says revel and Fluff says wheel. Both very interesting guesses. I think those are both possible. Level as well. Okay, wheel, level, and revel. So what do we guess? The problem is, I guess no matter what, revel is good. Cruel, All right. I'm not sure what to guess. Level. Bevel. All right, since we have level, revel, and bevel. No, it can't be bevel because of the B. Lucinda wants cruel. Yeah. Oh no, what do we do? Nicole wants cruel. Cruella. Should we try this? The R could hit for revel. All right. Yeah, Floss is saying that revel maybe is best because it'll tell us. I'm wishy-washy. I'm just gonna go with revel. That was hugely successful. It was no, not rebel because of the B. Wait, what word is this? What is this? I'm not looking at chat. Repel. Not looking at chat. Wow, repel wasn't even on our radar. But yeah, repel. Okay. At first I was like, oh, it was rebel, but then I realized the B in basil, it couldn't be rebel. Yeah, it's got to be repel. I can't think of any other word. All right, I'm doing it. Well done. Very smooth. Very smooth. Okay, and this is really what makes Hurdle interesting, is that now we're on our last board, and our first 4 guesses are automatically the 4 answers to the previous 4 games, and we only get 2 of our own guesses. So it's very difficult. We barely got any hits, which is rough. We only know that there's an E and an O pretty much anywhere in the word. We only get 2 guesses, and this is the level that separates the noobs from the pros. And I want us to be pros. So yeah, Rhonda's like not great. Blake is like ick. Dude, Gary says, "Good lord, ouch." Okay, AJ's saying enjoy. Nice guess. Yeah, let's just start throwing things out there. Money. It can't be money because the E is not in the 4th position. That's actually information. Yeah, the E is actually more restricted than I realized because it can't be 4th, 5th, or 2nd. So it either starts with E or has an E exactly in the middle. Erica says geode. Wow. Is that really not contradicted by anything? Jabba the Hummus likes enjoy. Rhonda's saying this is zoned. It can't be zoned because the O can't be in the... Larry likes enjoy. Jessica, AJ, everyone on TikTok likes your suggestion. Barbara's saying worse, but there's no S, Barbara. Why not geode? Lydia loves enjoy. CJ saying it could be endow or enjoy. Should we try it? Everyone seems to like it. And everyone is telling me that geode doesn't work. Oh, geode because of the E. Good, yeah. So we actually don't have many good possibilities. Endow, I suppose, is another option. All right, I'm going to try it and cross your fingers, everybody. Amazing. Wow, well done. AJ, credit to you. How'd you see that? I mean, we only knew the E and the O. We had such little information. It's amazing how that works, where it feels like we have nothing to work off of, and then suddenly there actually aren't that many possibilities, and we get the word. That felt great. Felt really great. Nat just followed us. Thank you, Nat. If anyone else is watching and doesn't follow us, why not? We have so much fun. We do this every single day, noon Eastern time. So join us again tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Lucinda says, I enjoyed that. Well, I did too, Lucinda. I always have a good time solving these puzzles with you all. Thank you all so much. And check out Arkadium.com. You can play a backlog of Hurdle right now if you go to Arkadium.com. Either the link in the bio, or you could just Google Arkadium Hurdle. Play another crossword, why not? Yesterday's LA Times is right there for you to play at Arkadium as well. Miss Lynn just followed us. CJ followed us. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to sign off. Enjoy the rest of your day.